Hello, my wonderful viewers. Welcome to this platform. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location or anytime you are meeting this video on YouTube. If it is your first time and you like what I do here, please, after watching, subscribe, share, and leave your comment or your question in the comment section. In this platform, I talk about life in Germany. I give information to those who want to know more about Germany, either to come here to work, to study, or to do business. I also talk about motherhood. Yes, I help women who are fighting fertility. I help them to conceive. If you go through my channel, this is what you will be seeing. So somebody was asking me, how can I come to Germany? I'm going to do that video later. I have done it already before. It seems that one wasn't clear to you, but I promise you I'm going to redo it again. And other people are saying, is it only deportation videos you do? My dear people, once you see a video, just listen to that video, because you are going to learn either something that will save you or something that will help your life. When you are in a foreign country, you need to know their rule. And now in this video, this is what I'm going to be talking about, deportation rule in Germany. If you are an immigrant in Germany, you should know all this. When is somebody likely going to be deported in Germany? So let's get into the video right now. When your asylum application is conclusively rejected, you are going to be deported when your asylum application is conclusively, when I mean conclusively, that you have applied first time, second time, third time, and they reject you. If they reject you the first time, doesn't mean that they will deport you. Of course, they will give you the opportunity to appeal or to reappeal in court. Second time they may give, but the third time, I don't think, if they reject you the third time, that there is something you are going to do about it. As we continue, they said when your asylum application is conclusively rejected, or in case you lose your resident permit, or we are never issued one, you are obliged to leave Germany. In such cases, the Federal Office for Immigration and Refugee, that is BAM, asks for your departure within a specified time limit and threaten to deport you according to the Section 34 Asylum Act. They will send you a formal notice which is called Abschiedung. In this notice, the destination of departure must be specified. Sending such a letter is mandatory before deportation. My people, na lie you now, they know they send anything. No, when you dey sleep, they go just come grab you. But this their normal process. They will tell you that they are going to send a letter to you, but they know they send again. That one na before. If you have not received it, you must not be deported. In principle, when your asylum application is rejected, you receive a deportation order along with your rejection notice from the BAM. The deportation orders are sent as registered letter, which means the BAM knows when the letters arrive in your mailbox. With a simple rejection, einfach ablehnen, you have 30 days to leave Germany voluntarily. If your application for asylum is rejected as inadmissible or obvious unfounded, then you have only 1 week to leave Germany. Your asylum application can be rejected as inadmissible if, due to the Dublin regulation, another EU country is responsible for your asylum case. Your application may be rejected as obviously unfounded when, for instance, the BAM sees significant contradiction in your story or your reasons for flight, or believes that you have fled to Germany slowly for economic reason. Check the notice you have received from BAM to learn how much time you have to react. The countdown starts from the day you receive the notification. Now I'm going to be throwing more light here before I continue. You know, some of us or some of you, when you arrive, you will tell a different story. And during your interview, you will go and say a different thing. The first thing you tell them, immediately they welcome you into the immigration center, is what is written there. So you should maintain on one reason. And another thing I want to clarify here is this: that Germany do not grant anybody who fled from his or her country to Germany as a result of economic reason No, they don't grant asylum because of economic reason, because every country in the world faces such problem. So they only grant asylum to those who have political problems, either like wars or somebody who wants to be prosecuted in his country. You can flee to other country to seek for refuge. These are the only two reasons that you can be granted political asylum in any country you find yourself. So if you come to Germany and tell them that you want to leave your country, let's say for example you are coming from Nigeria, you said you want to come here because there is poverty in Nigeria, that the economy is bad, blah blah blah, they will not grant you because it's not among the reason for asylum seeking. Another thing I want to emphasize before I proceed is this: when you come, maintain on one reason. Any reason you give them that makes you to come to Germany to seek for political asylum, remain there. Do not tell one story today and tomorrow you will come and say another thing, like you heard me read now. They said when they suspected any foul play in your story, maybe you are not straightforward or maybe you are telling lies, then that could be a reason for your deportation. Now let's continue. After receiving a deportation order, you might seek advice from a lawyer or a counseling center. Even if your asylum application has been rejected, there are still some options which can enable you to stay in Germany. So if you neither voluntarily leave Germany within the designated deadline nor take any further action, the police may be called to intervene and you may be forcefully sent back to your home country or to be a third country which accepts you and to which you have a specific connection, e.g., country in which you used to live. The process is called deportation, Abschiebung, or repatriation. I don't know if I mentioned this very correct. The deportation is regulated in 58 of the Resident Act. A deportation can take place only when sending the person back is actually possible and not prohibited by law. Therefore, before deportation, all the possible obstacles, legal or practical, are examined. The immigration office is responsible for the deportation. If your deportation is forbidden by law or simply not possible for practical reason, the immigration office may grant you a tolerated stay, which is called dung, or issue you a resident permit. So, my dear people, these are the ones I want to bring to you when I find something reasonable or important that could help or that someone can learn from. I always present it here. Somebody say, is it every time you are talking about deportation? Can't you tell us how to do this? My dear, is it not better for you to settle well, to sit down very well before you think of something that you can do? So, my dear people, this is it. Make I give on our expo, make I switch to our normal language now, because this one I read them out in case if anybody is seeking for information. So, if you want come here, come eat a duro, like you heard me read in that first reading that I made. The first time when you go enter their center, they go dey ask you question like what is your name, where you come from, wetin bring you come here, wetin you come here come do, who tell you say make you come for Germany come eat aduro. Now these things they go dey ask you, they go ask you your name, and if you no dey careful, you fit tell them a different story. And after telling them that different story, they don't write am down. No, as you dey talk and they write am down. So they go come fix date for your interview. They go give you room where you go stay, but later they go come carry you go interview. Remember, say all those things where you don't talk, they don't write am down. So they wait for you on the interview. Maybe you tell them different thing. As you go the interview again, they go ask you to know whether wetin you tell them before na true. You too, maybe you don't forget those things where you talk before. You can't talk another thing, and now when they wan judge you now, they no go know the one wey they go believe, because you don complicate issue. That's why they tell people, anyone wey you wan talk, organize yourself before you even plan to come to eat adro. Make sure say you don plan yourself, you don plan wetin you wan tell them, so that you no go here you say this one, you go there you say the other one. Now when they wan judge you or when they wan conclude whether they go give you or not, they no go know the one wey they go believe. They no go know the reason. I no know whether una dey understand wetin I dey talk, because this one na expo wey I dey give. I no wan talk am for English, so that even if they dey lis ten, they no go understand. So thank you, my people. If you get any question wey you wan ask me, abeg write it in the comment section and help me share this video and continue to watch my channel, Tochi channel. Bye bye.